Welcome to Namibia, where you will get a glimpse of the country and insights into the Geological Agriculture UNDP Namibia program, funded by the Japanese Embassy. Here we will test Namibian rock and Namibian seeds to see how rocks grow.
So it doesn't matter if you're a doctor or a scientist of any kind on the planet Earth, you are all taught originally from the elemental table. So that's where we meet you. We meet you back with what you know. And you see here, the top chart is the raw data from each water sample. You see the things they're evaluating. The bottom chart is the percent change to base water.
Wow.
We want you to focus on K, potassium. Potassium, everybody knows what potassium is.
Yes.
You see that 28%?
Yeah.
That's that Maryland rock. Where am I from? Maryland. That 28% Maryland rock did this.
Wow.
That is the weakest rock. Isn't it?
True. It's the least.
It's the least.
Yeah.
The Africa rock is massive.
Wow.
That Africa, you see that 7,000%?
Yeah.
Now look across the board at the other minerals.
Wow. 7,000. Meanwhile, at a rock quarry not so far away, we find Martha, Rich, Ibram, and Beatrice on the scene, harvesting a variety of rocks to take back to the Ministry of Mining and Energy lab, where they'll be tested for their mineral content and composition. Next, our dolomite sample is placed into the heavy-duty rock crushing machine to break it down into small, manageable pieces for our experiment. Back at the MME showroom, the rock party is in full swing as members of the staff get a chance to participate in the Geo Ag demonstration while learning how to build their own gravel grow cups.
Because you, as a student now, can support farmers.
Yes.
By how much space do you need as a student to support, or a person to support a farm? This small space. And you can take these to this farmer, another set to another farmer, and then, so since you're gonna sell these to a farmer, how much would you sell each plant for? Maybe $5 Namibian in soil? Maybe, or 1, 2? 600. Right? And so, if it's 1, 2 for this square foot, how long will this go for? How long? Very long enough. How much did it cost?
Few pennies.
A few pennies. How much does rock cost? Nothing.
Just maybe the time to pick them up.
Just the time to pick them up. What about the plastic? How much does the plastic cost?
Recycle.
Nothing. So a few pennies of seeds and little effort. And now what do you have?
Sorghum.
Right? Enough to do, it's enough of sorghum to do a little small farm. So from a business perspective, is this a good idea?
Very profitable.
Very profitable. Super profitable. It's even almost hard to calculate. I'm Rich Campbell, here in Namibia at the UN House, about to do a presentation about Geo Ag. So, welcome everybody. Thank you all for taking your time out today to kind of learn what happened with the Geo Ag Demonstration Project that's supported by the Embassy of Japan, UNDP, and the Ministry of Agriculture here. So our agenda, we're going to go through the scope of work, which was set up to Geo Ag showrooms, meet with stakeholders to obtain feedback, and establish a Geo Ag pilot framework. White maize looks on slate rock, which we found to be a very, both the slate and the marble, we found to do really well here in Namibia. And we were even able to visit our marble mine today to see just how much of a great supply you have right outside of Windhoek near the Krumhoek Farms at the Eris Mine. It's an abandoned marble mine with an immense amount of beautiful marble rock. Next slide. But you also can now, as an entrepreneur, grow this for a farmer and then provide that farmer with germinated mahangu or white and red sorghum for their fields and turn it into an income generating opportunity for a would-be entrepreneur. Next slide. These shoot microgreens are one of the strongest anti-cancer plants in the world because of its values of sulfur to address cancer cells. And you see on the left how the Namibian schist over 12 days is beating the American river rock that had a day head start. So this is where we're seeing the performance of one rock outperforming another. Critical Namibian plants. Next slide. Now in chronological order, our briefings. We first were able to meet with the Ministry of Mining, then UNDP, then NUS, then NAFSA, then NAB, and FAO, then had a kickoff meeting for the press, and then the German organization, GIZ, Namibian Nature Foundation, World Food, and Office of the Prime Minister. Next slide. I think it should end with just a nice, beautiful picture of the campus. We love the collaboration with the team at NUS, and we appreciate being there. Next slide. That's it. That's it. Okay. And that's Geo Ag.
My name is Martha Mputu, working for the Ministry of Mines and Energy.
And what did you think about geoagriculture before?
I didn't know about it. This was basically my first time. Of course, understanding the chemistry of the rocks. I know it's the composition basically has the nutritional components that are needed for the plants. But I didn't know you could grow them on
So
the
you're
rocks.
very impressed with what you've seen afterwards?
Yes, we have a showroom at the ministry. We basically need testing now to see which rocks are suitable for what, and I'm keen on seeing how far it will go.
My name is Michael. I work at UNDP in Namibia. So before Richard came, we had no idea about Geo Ag. The concept of just growing crops in rocks without soil just kind of didn't occur to me. So if we can get a decent amount of the kind of growing containers into individual households, I think that can make an impact in terms of food security and maybe especially in terms of nutrition. I'm quite excited about the potential this has for kind of food security at a household level. It'll be interesting to see that it's possible, to see the rate of growth of some of these plants.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Petrus Thiemo. I'm from the Division of Agricultural Production and Extension Services.
So what did you think about geoagriculture before you actually saw it?
You know, before we actually saw it, fortunately I was also involved in the developing of the concept of the project. So it was like, okay, what is this now that we are not aware of? Yeah, so we have a lot of rocks lying around in Namibia, but we never thought of planting something in them. The agricultural perspective was like, oh, okay, let's see how it's going to go, although it's a new concept to us. After Richard and you came, so he did demonstrate for us for the past 2 weeks that actually plants can grow.
Hi, my name is Irish Goro and I'm with the UNDP. When I first picked up on Geo Ag, I think it was during COVID, and I really thought it has a great potential, especially for a country like Namibia. And lo and behold, today we are here. We have tested or done a demonstration for Geo Ag, and the results are quite impressive. Building resilient economies, building resilient people and communities. Those are some of the elements of our strategy that we would like to see in the future being demonstrated through Geo Ag. Yeah, we find this as an initiative that helps us to also convene multiple stakeholders from different walks of life and different interests. I think the key is coming up with evidence that can be generated, and then after that, a roadmap for us to implement. Yeah.
Thank you very much. You guys thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up.